Grenades, compact handheld explosives capable of altering combat outcomes within seconds, have represented essential military equipment for more than a century. But how does such a small device generate such powerful and destructive results? Whether you've witnessed them in explosive cinema sequences or encountered them in historical documentation, grenades remain among the most intriguing yet frequently misunderstood implements in a soldier's equipment. In this examination, we're exploring the detailed mechanics of grenade functionality, from the instant the pin gets extracted through the final ground-shaking detonation. We'll additionally investigate various grenade categories and how their internal systems differ based on tactical applications. Let's investigate right here on Stories Behind Everything. Let's begin with the most prevalent and recognizable variant, the fragmentation grenade. This represents the classic pineapple-styled explosive, notably utilized throughout World War II and remaining widely visible in both actual deployment and fictional portrayals. A fragmentation grenade's objective isn't merely detonating, but rather propelling countless shrapnel pieces omnidirectionally, wounding or neutralizing anyone within a specific perimeter. This lethal effectiveness stems entirely from its internal construction. At a fragmentation grenade's center sits an explosive core, frequently composed of high explosive compounds like Composition B, combining TNT and RDX. Encasing this core exists a metallic layer, either pre-notched steel casing or internal wire coiling engineered to fragment into razor-sharp pieces upon detonation. Now, let's examine what occurs when you extract the pin. Contrary to Hollywood's occasional portrayal, simply removing the pin doesn't trigger detonation. The pin functions solely as a safety device. It secures the safety lever, frequently termed the spoon, in position. After pin removal and grenade deployment, your grip on the spoon releases. That's when the actual countdown initiates. When the spoon flips away, it liberates the striker, a compact spring-loaded component that impacts a percussion cap, similar to bullet cartridge mechanisms. This percussion cap generates a small spark, activating a delay fuse. The fuse typically lasts approximately 4 to 5 seconds, providing the thrower sufficient time to propel the grenade away from danger. Once the delay concludes, the fuse ignites the primary explosive charge, initiating a powerful blast that sends the metal housing and whatever additional fragments exist hurtling omnidirectionally at lethal velocities. That's the fundamental science underlying a standard grenade. However, not all grenades operate identically. Numerous different variants exist, each engineered for specific tactical objectives. For instance, smoke grenades function on identical delay principles, but instead of explosive cores, they're filled with compounds like hexachloroethane zinc, which combusts producing thick, colored smoke. These grenades frequently provide cover for troop movements, mark landing zones, or signal aircraft. While not lethal, the chemical reaction inside smoke grenades generates intense thermal energy and can cause burns or fires if improperly handled. Then exist stun grenades, alternatively known as flashbangs. These represent non-lethal grenades utilized primarily in law enforcement or military operations. When they detonate, they produce a blinding light flash reaching several million candela and a deafening bang exceeding 170 decibels. The result is temporary disorientation, hearing impairment, and visual incapacitation, providing the user crucial tactical advantage without necessarily causing permanent damage. Internally, flashbangs are constructed with magnesium or aluminum-based charges that burn rapidly, generating the flash and sound without depending on high explosive detonation. Incendiary grenades, like the notorious white phosphorus variants, are designed for starting fires or destroying equipment. These grenades don't explode outward with shrapnel. Instead, they distribute a burning chemical compound that adheres to surfaces and combusts at extreme temperatures. White phosphorus grenades are particularly hazardous because the substance ignites upon air contact and can continue burning until oxygen-deprived. These are frequently employed to destroy weapon stockpiles, fuel reserves, or enemy fortifications. Another variant worth noting is the offensive grenade, which differs from typical fragmentation versions. Offensive grenades are engineered for close-quarters combat situations, especially in confined environments like bunkers or structures. They usually possess smaller blast radii and produce concussive shock waves rather than shrapnel, reducing collateral damage risks to friendly forces. An offensive grenade's body is often constructed from plastic or thin metal to minimize fragmentation, concentrating the energy into a loud and powerful explosion intended to stun or incapacitate rather than eliminate. Of course, contemporary militaries also utilize rifle grenades and grenade launchers, which are built on identical principles but are discharged from weapons rather than hand-thrown. These grenades can achieve longer ranges, larger payloads, and more specialized functions, including armor-piercing warheads or high-explosive anti-tank heat capabilities. Though technically not hand grenades, the internal mechanisms such as the fuse, ignition system, and explosive core share numerous similarities. Now, it's crucial to recognize that grenades are deadly implements and are strictly regulated in virtually every nation. Handling one without proper training is not only hazardous, but illegal in most jurisdictions. Military personnel undergo rigorous instruction on safe grenade usage, including judging throwing distances, selecting cover, and assessing blast radius. A typical fragmentation grenade possesses a kill radius of approximately 5 meters and a casualty radius extending up to 15 meters, meaning that standing excessively close, even behind partial cover, can still result in serious injury from flying shrapnel. So, to summarize everything, a grenade is essentially a timed explosive with a straightforward mechanical triggering mechanism. You extract the pin, throw it, and after a brief delay, it detonates either to eliminate, stun, blind, burn, or smoke out adversaries. Despite its compact size, the grenade delivers a powerful impact thanks to the intelligent combination of chemistry and physics underlying its design. Over the years, grenades have evolved to meet different battlefield requirements, but the fundamental principle remains unchanged: controlled tactical destruction in the palm of your hand. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you proper recognition for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this exploration through stories behind everything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories discovered through the smallest details.